All right. Well, good morning, everyone. It is Monday, September 26th, 9:02 a.m. Thank you guys for your patience, and thank you very much for being on this special edition call. This is the last call that we are going to make before open enrollment, which starts officially on Saturday. Pre-AEP starts on Saturday. It is already October 1st. And so next week when we talk, you should already be meeting with clients and discussing benefits as of Monday, the 3rd there. So with that said, very, very excited that you all are here because I do want to make sure that we've got all of the training and recertifications done and out of the way. But we are here to improve the lives of our community with affordable healthcare. Thank you for being a part of that mission, and thank you very much for being on this call. So, with that, we do have a week left before we officially start on October 1st here. So what I want to do is share my screen, and I'm going to share with you guys the training for the week. So some of these are training sessions. Some of them are rollout sessions and updates and things like that. But I always feel that it's necessary for you guys to know what's going on out there so you can participate. So with that, this morning at 9:30, Devoted is doing an AEP training. So last minute there, if you are selling Devoted and want some AEP training, they are there for you at 9:30 this morning. Link is in the training calendar. Today, also at 11 o'clock, you have United Healthcare doing Medicare supplement training. Many of you are unfamiliar with the MedSup world, but our good buddy Al Clancy is co-hosting that session. That's at 11 o'clock this morning. Moving over to Tuesday tomorrow at 9 o'clock, we've got our Medicare Shop intro with Tom Ryan. He's going to help you guys out with Medicare Shop 2023. This is a live session. That's going to be from 9 to 10. We're going to talk a little bit about that this morning. HPM Shop is now Medicare Shop 2023. And there's some nuances there that we want to make sure that everybody's familiar with so you can use it to your advantage when you're enrolling folks this AEP. Also, tomorrow at 10 o'clock, Bright Health is doing their Medicare Advantage rollout session. That's virtual there. You can jump on that session there. Devoted's doing another rollout session at 11 o'clock. That's a virtual session. It looks like tomorrow, the 27th. Bright Health is doing another one at 2 o'clock in Espanol. And then Jacksonville Devoted is doing their AEP kickoff event from 5 to 7. If you're in the Jacksonville market, Devoted will be there doing their kickoff. So that'll be fun. Moving over to Wednesday, another shop intro there. Same thing there. We're going to have a few sessions this week. So Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday at 9 a.m. You can join one of those sessions and we'll be glad to help you out there. Emblem is doing their training sessions at 10 o'clock on Wednesday, the 28th. Devoted is doing an AEP rollout again Wednesday, 3:30. Here's one here for some provider groups. If you're in the Orlando market, some provider groups are going to be hosting some soirees, get-togethers, kickoffs, whatever you want to call it. It's a great way for you to network and meet the marketing reps that are out there. This morning, we should have a special guest with us. We're going to see if they join us here. And that is on Wednesday at 5:30. You've got IMA, and they're going to be down at the Ice Bar in Orlando. So that's a really cool place to be. The Ice Bar. There you go. 5:30 on Wednesday the 28th, and that'll be a little soiree for you there. Moving over to Thursday, Cigna's doing a virtual kickoff session. That's at 9:30 on Thursday. Bright Health is doing another rollout session in Espanol at 10 o'clock on Thursday. Also on Thursday, Devoted still doing their coffee and chat sessions at 11:30. Moving over to 2 o'clock on Thursday, you've got Bright Health. They're doing their rollout session. Again, that one's in English. Humana is doing a webinar on their new spending card. This might be a really good one for you guys to join, just because that's a new feature with Humana products. Kinetic Care is doing their 3:30 session for their kickoff rollout sessions as well on Thursday. Friday's light. we've got AARP Medicare Supplement product showcase. That's at 10 o'clock on Friday. So if you are selling the AARP Medicare subs, you might want to know what's going on for 2023. And then this Friday at 5:30, you've got two events. You've got one in the Villages. This is for an agent appreciation and kickoff session. That's at the Brownwood Hotel up there at the Villages. So if you have business in the Villages, go check that one out. Or you've got CenterWell. They're doing their big Central Florida kickoff at Old Red on iDrive Friday at 5:30. Make sure that you register for these events. You all should have gotten an email from either us or CenterWell or any of these groups as well, just to make sure that you RSVP, because space is always limited at these events. And we do want to make sure that you don't drive all the way over there and they can't get you in. Okay, so please make sure that you RSVP for those fun events and things there. So very exciting. Please make sure you clear your calendar. I know this week might be a little weird because of the storm, so we're going to talk about that in just a moment. But we do have recertifications to complete. So if you haven't finished your recertifications, please remember, if you go into the Gold Key, we've got a link. It's the very top left link there. It says recertification. And we've created all the instruction guides and links on how you can get recertified for all the carriers here. You just pop them open if you need some more details. There might be a resource sheet, but each one you just click and it'll take you right to the health plan of your choice. Okay. Now, the deadline to complete certification for 2023 in order to discuss benefits with your clients is Friday at midnight. You cannot discuss 2023 benefits until you complete your recertification, and the deadline to do that, in order to do that in pre-AEP, obviously, is Friday, September 30th at midnight. So make sure that you complete your certifications by midnight on September 30th in order to discuss benefits with your clients on October 1st. Okay. So just want to make sure that that's clear. And then if you roll into AEP and you don't have that done, that's fine, but you cannot talk about that product until you complete your recertifications. Okay. Now, the ultimate deadline is November 30th. If you do not complete your recertification by November 30th, number one, you will be either suspended or terminated. And number two, you will lose all of your commissions and renewals if you do not complete your recertifications by November 30th. Okay. That is the ultimate deadline. So mark your calendars, put a timer, stopwatch, whatever you got to do. Just get these recertifications done and out of the way. As a reminder, as you're completing these recertifications, please make sure you're sending them to either Sam or Jessica, because there's a reason for that. Those of you that are going to be using Medicare Shop, we will need to turn on your selling permissions. Okay. I know this is going to be a big deal during AEP, but we need everyone to really pay attention to your recertifications and making sure that you've got everything ready to go on this, so we can load up your Medicare shop here. Okay. So once you get your recertifications, if you've got a confirmation, take a screenshot if you need to, or send the certification over to Sam and Jessica, and that will be proof that we can turn on your selling permissions in Medicare Shop. It's very important that you do so. Also, to remind you, for those folks that are doing other states as well, recertifying, we need to make sure that you are RTS in the proper states that you're going to be selling. So if you want to send a list of the states that you're currently selling in and you're cleared to market with the carriers, non-resident license is an extra step. Okay. So I'll give you an example here. Let's say that you're selling Humana and you sell in Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina, just as an example. Now, if you've completed your certification for Humana and you just got licensed in Georgia, you also need to be appointed in Georgia for Humana. Okay, so you need to send your request to be appointed in that state. Okay. Now, if you've already done that once, you don't need to do it again. And once you complete your certification, you will be certified for all states unless that's specified by the carrier. Some carriers do require you to do market specific training, such as scan health plans. They require that you go through all of that. Alignment is another one that you have to do market specific training. Um, so just keep that in mind. But if you're adding another state, let's say you're writing Humana and WellCare, if you add Georgia as an example, or if you add South Carolina as an example, you need to make sure that you send your resident license, your non-resident license, to that carrier and ask to be appointed for each and every carrier. Now, I know that's a lot, but what we've done to make it as simple as possible on Medicare Shop, your enrollment tool, this is the new login here. Everyone should see my screen here. Your username and password is going to be exactly the same. Nothing's changed. The destination is the same, except you're going to change it to 2023 up here in the URL. And Jonathan will send out some more information on the next call here. But again, you should have access to this by Saturday. We're going to make sure that everybody has access to this by Saturday. I've logged in this morning. It looks like everything is up and running. It'll take you right to your dashboard, which is exactly the same dashboard that you have on HPM Shop 22. All of your data, all of your clients, everything will be migrated over to Medicare Shop 2023. So you don't have to re-upload anything. It's all been done for you. So you're good to go there. Okay. Now, to check your resident license, non-resident license, you're going to go up to the top right corner under your name. You're going to click Account Overview. And in that account overview, you're going to see your URL, your personal URL. Just as a reminder, there's your shopping link. You can send that to clients. They can self-enroll. But you're going to scroll down and you're going to see active selling permissions on the bottom. Okay. Active selling permissions. As you can see, none of them have been loaded yet because Jonathan's not completed with that yet. But that's how you do it. Okay. So that is your active selling permissions. That's how you check it. Please remember, you need to check each carrier and each state that you plan to be selling in that state, okay? Because South Carolina does not have certain carriers, okay? Or they might have other carriers that are not in your home state. So let's say, for instance, you sell in Florida, but now you have South Carolina. Well, Clover is one example of a carrier that's in South Carolina that's not in Florida. So obviously you need to make sure that you send them your non-resident license so you can get appointed in South Carolina for Clover. So you have to do that across all carriers, okay? There's some notes here. Mark is asking, where's the button for the recorded calls? Great question. When you have a new profile, when you set that up, there's going to be a tab at the top right corner. You can't miss it. So once you start a new profile, you'll be able to do that. So if I click a new beneficiary, this is in staging right now, so it may not populate right away. Let me see if I can create a dummy account and show you where that's at. Orange County. Okay, and we could save. All right, there it is. It popped up right at the top here. It's a little tab. It says Start Call Recording. Okay, so it's very intuitive. You'll see that there. It'll kind of follow you down as you scroll. Start Call Recording. Okay, if you did not join one of my sessions for the call recording, please make sure you reach out to a teammate so we can get you on one of those webinars and get you all set up for call recording. But the software has it. It's right there on the top right corner. It just populates as soon as you put in a member or you click on a member's profile. So pretty easy there. John says the message must say ready to sell. If the message says your contract has been approved or just a picture of you passing certification, the carrier will not be added. So it has to say ready to sell in the message that you're sending to Sam and Jessica. Please make sure that you do that because we need to verify that and cross-reference it with the carrier. We do not want you to get a compliance boo-boo for selling a plan that you are not ready to sell with. So that is why we do these protections. We do it for you, and we want to make sure that we keep you nice and ready to go. John also adds, carriers will not be mapped until October 1st. No selling permissions will show. Okay, so you can quote, but you cannot enroll. So no selling permissions will show. you will not be able to enroll um, until October 1st. We can enroll on October 1st, but you can't see any of the permissions there. So, John, thank you for that update. We appreciate that. Mark says, does it record both sides? I assume it does. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but it records. Yes, it records the member talking, and it records you. It records the entire phone call. Both sides, both parties will be recorded. Yes. Okay. With that, I'm going to check in to see if I have CenterWell on the line. Check in to see if CenterWell has made it this morning. If not, I'm going to continue down the road. Don't think we have CenterWell this morning. Okay, maybe they'll join us a little bit later, um, and we'll go from there. All right. So let's see. We've got another thing from John here. It says scope of appointments can be recorded as well. We have a recorded training that we'll be sending out this week. So we did training on Friday. So we'll launch that out to you guys later this week. So you have an idea of the new functionality of the call recording, and you can watch that as many times as you want. And you have the ability to do the scope as well. So what does that look like? What does a call recorded scope look like? You're going to continue to the scope of appointment. And if you've started that recording, all you're going to do is you're going to read that scope of appointment to them over the phone. So you'll click complete scope of appointment form in person or phone. And all you're going to do is just read this. You're going to complete it for them. And then if they acknowledge, you click that and you hit continue and you're done. Okay. So just make sure you start the call recording at that point. You read it to them over the phone. You can do a verbal scope of appointment. Okay. CenterWell is going to be joining us in just a moment here. So they're logging in soon. So I'll keep a lookout for them as well. But in the meantime, those are great questions. Let's see here. Kent is asking, are all calls saved for 10 years? Yes, they are. Absolutely. That's one of the reasons why we chose Connecture, is because they're handling both the Medicare Shop 2023, the call recorded capability, the whole technology, and the storage of your phone calls. So both the scope of appointment and the application will be saved for 10 years in their system. Okay. Now we have admin to that. So if there's ever a compliance issue, we're usually notified as well. So John has access to pull the calls and send them over to the carrier on your behalf. So that keeps you out of the weeds and you can continue on your day. Okay. So we have the ability to help you out with that on the functionality as well. Marissa is asking, do we have to read it verbatim? Yes, ma'am. We have to read the scope of appointment. I know it's not a page burner, but we've got to read through it. It gives you the opportunity to ask them which products that they would like to discuss on the call, and you'll fill in their information there. Now, you could pre-fill this information. As you can see, only the stuff that I pre-filled, it auto-populates, so it saves time. My idea is take time and build out that profile in the beginning. It will save you a bunch of time, and all the data gets shifted onto the application as well. So again, it's about efficiency. You guys have a very short window to do AEP applications, so this is really going to help out in data migration there. John says, yes, I would read the whole scope of appointment word for word on the call. So when they verbally agree and you check the box, it is compliant. Yes. Kent asks, why do I also need Ring Central? Great question. So Ring Central is, now remember, this is for the actual enrollment process, but you still need to record every interaction with your member, pre-enrollment and post-enrollment. Pre-enrollment looks like, hi, Ken, I got your card from my doctor's office and I want to discuss some products with you about Medicare. You have to record that call. That's not an enrollment call, that's a pre-enrollment call. So Ring Central has that capability. And then post-enrollment is, hey, Ken, I didn't get my ID card and I have some questions about silver sneakers. you've got to record that call too. Okay, so you're not going to want to use Medicare Shop for that. You're going to want to reuse Ring Central. Okay. Um, John says, if your client calls to say thank you for the birthday card you sent me, needs to be recorded. As ridiculous as that sounds, he's actually right. So all calls with all Medicare beneficiaries need to be recorded. That is why we need both systems. Okay, I've got Carla on the line from CenterWell, and she's got updates for y'all. And we are going to turn the mic over to Carla. Carla, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Justin. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope that everybody is ready for what is coming regarding the rain. I hope that nothing major happen, but we need to be ready, right? Just in case.
Yeah.
And then, yes, I won't take much time because I know you have a lot of things to cover, but regarding an important update about CenterWell and the care coordination program. We, with the blessing of Justin, and thank you, Justin, for this, we are extending the contracts to sub-agencies and agents. So moving forward, if you want to participate be part of the care coordination program, please let me know, reach out to me because I have to give you a separate contract. So that way, the incentive, it will be deposit direct into your account. The process is very simple, nothing complicated. I need a W-9, I need the signed agreement, and if you have an agency, I need a roster of your agents and a voided check. Something simple, but you have to contact me for me to send you the package. Once you receive the package, everything will be effective if we move fast 10-1, which is the next week. And you will have your telephone number. You have to do a 10-minute compliance training, which is mandatory. After the training, you do an attestation that you understand the program, and then you're ready to go. Please send me a text. My telephone number is 407 692 0193. Once again, 407-692-0193. If you want to continue being part of the care coordination program, now will be direct to you. Okay. As today, we don't have any update regarding our kickoff as we speak. We having the kickoff on Friday, September 30th, 5:30 p.m. We're planning the heck of a parties. I hope that nothing happened and we can all be there. If you haven't received the link, if you haven't RSVP, please do so. We already have around 600 RSVPs. We have the capacity in that place for 750 people. So just send me a text and I send you the link right away. I know Justin forward the link several times, but if somebody is still missing it, please just let me know. And then regarding that, we are super ready for the AP. Please, if you have events that you need support from us, let us know. If you need to connect with one of the marketing reps, let us know. We are offering $15 gift card for office tour for prospective patients. If you have somebody interested, please let us know, and then we are happy to give the office tour. Regarding providers, we have 2 new providers on Englewood Park, fully bilingual. We have Dr. Santana, Dr. San Juan, and Dr. Guzman. Dr. Guzman started today. I'm here in Englewood, and I had the pleasure to meet her. Also, we have fully bilingual provider in Castleberry. He already is seeing patients. Dr. West, that's his name. But it's fully bilingual. We have new provider in Altamont Spring, Dr. Hughes. We have also a new provider in Claremont. He speak four languages. Dr. Allowance, Spanish, English, French, and Creole. Also, we have Dr. Campbell in Hunters Creek, fully bilingual as well, English and Spanish. And also a new doctor in Rosemont, a new doctor in West Orange. So for this AP, I think all the offices are full staff with the doctors, just ready to serve our patients. And any questions, please reach out to me or Natalia or Leslie. But once again, my telephone number is 407-692-0193.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Carla. And just to recap, we have been paying the CenterWell coordination fee to you. And again, we have agreed with CenterWell to have you be paid direct. However, Elisa asked, is this an additional training to the one we did for HPM? Yes, you need to be retrained to be paid directly by CenterWell. Okay, we want to get out of the way. We want to make sure that you guys get paid faster. And Carla, is the amount the same in all markets? I believe you said it's going to be $200. Is that correct?
It's $200. I know it was 250
Yep.
before, and then they come up with the idea to standardize the fee for all markets.
Hmm. Okay.
And the market analysis came back for $200 across all markets.
Fantastic.
And
That makes it
this
easy.
agreement, and this agreement is not only for CenterWell, but also include all the Conviva offices. So now
Great.
you will have the opportunity to have the incentive, not only for CenterWell across the nation, but also for all the Conviva offices.
Awesome.
And once again, the training is very simple. So only takes 10 minutes video.
Perfect. And we have it loaded in the Gold Key, guys. We have the instructions, and I'm going to show you where to find that right now. So let me get in here, and I will show you. Because I did set this up. Carla was kind enough to send me an email with the instructions. So when you go into the Gold Key here, you're going to go into the PCP appointments, and you're going to click New for 2023. There's a CenterWell direct contract, and she sent us some flyers. So there's some flyers there for the care coordination program for both CenterWell and Conviva. And then, so again, number one, all agents must sign this new contract, even if they've been previously in the program. So the agreement is right here. You can click it and fill it out. The new fee is $200 for all markets. You have to have a W-9 and a voided check, and you're going to return that to Carla. You can email that to her or give her a call. Her phone number's there. I also included the online scheduling video that she sent me. So if you're interested in watching the online video scheduling on how to do that online so you don't have to sit on the phone, you can do that there. The agent training link. Agents must complete this training and the attestation form to earn the fees. So please make sure you get this training done. Don't start sending CenterWell business and expect to get paid until you get the AOK from Carla and her team. Okay. Um, there it is. We've got the attestation form, and then Carla's information is at the bottom of the page here too. John was kind enough to put the link in the chat directly to this page I'm showing you right now. So go ahead and click that link, save it to your computer, and get that done. So you are ready to send your clients over to CenterWell and get paid. Carla, when does this program start? Is it immediately as soon as they complete the paperwork?
Is it's effective 10/1, so I need to if you are not able to have everything for 10/1, and then will be live for November. But I
Okay.
believe everybody have still having time to do it for next month.
Okay, great. So the start of this Pay Direct program is 10/1. Use this week to get that paperwork and that and the training done here with Carla and her team, and that way we can make sure that you get compensated for setting up that first appointment with CenterWell or Conviva. Awesome, awesome. Carla,
Yeah.
thank you very much for being on the call
Thank
this
you.
morning. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Justin. You always impress me with the technology and all the resources that you provide for your team. Kudos to you and your staff for that. Thank you, and
I appreciate
I
that.
hope to see everybody on Friday. Okay.
Yeah, big party on Friday,
Thank
and
you.
if we make it out of the hurricane, we need to
Yeah.
celebrate. So awesome, thank you,
Exactly.
Carla.
Thank you.
You got it.
Bye
On
bye.
that note, guys, I do want to just touch base with you about the hurricane. Things are still uncertain here. I do know that it is intensifying, and there's definitely some different models showing, that it might hit Tampa, it might hit Tallahassee, somewhere in there, and variable. So we will be open for business. Most of us are remote right now anyway, unless we lose power, but we'll be here for you. Guys, this is just another reason why you need to be working and doing your applications remotely and electronically and over the phone. So we're giving you the tools and tech and knowledge to get this done. So that way, we want to make sure that you are ready in case of things like this: COVID, hurricanes, apocalypse, whatever happens, you can still do applications. We want to make sure that you guys are ready to go in any situation. So if you're not familiar with, the Spark platform, if you're not familiar with Medicare Shop, please reach out to a teammate. This is the last week to get familiar with it. Do your homework, play in the sandbox, and we want to make sure that you're ready to go for 10/1. Okay. Thank you guys very much for being on this call. We will continue calls throughout AEP, but as a reminder, clients come first. Please remember that these are recorded and hosted on YouTube. So if you are not able to join the call because you have an appointment, just know that they're being recorded and you can jump over to YouTube and we'll save the calls for you there. Okay, hope everyone has a fantastic and safe week. Please make sure you go get yourself some water, toilet paper, whatever. There's a hurricane coming. So be safe and take care, guys. Thank you very much for being on the call.